SummerSlam is around the corner and it's time to make my predictions. This is the most unpredictable card of the year in my opinion. I am torn on almost every single match, so let's get into it. I think we're kicking things off with the CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre matchup with the special guest referee as Seth Freakin Rollins, and I think this match is going to be amazing. I think it's going to be dirty. I think there's going to be blood. I think there's going to be cussing. I think it's going to be wild, and I think that Seth Rollins is going to play a huge part in CM Punk losing. I think that Drew McIntyre is so good and has so much ahead of him in the world title picture. Whether he goes over to SmackDown at some point, I don't know. But Drew McIntyre is bigger than this beef. And I don't mean that in a bad way. This is obviously one of the best, if not the best storyline going on right now. He's just ready for a title right now. And I don't think CM Punk is in that conversation yet. This is his first match back, so he's got a lot to prove to himself and to the universe because he's been gone for 10 years. So if you don't pay attention and if you keep it kayfabe and you keep it canon, CM Punk has been gone for a while. He's not just going to come back and win. I don't think CM Punk gets the win off here. I think Seth Rollins costs him, leading to their eventual WrestleMania match, which is quite a ways away, to be honest. That's another 6-7 months. But the feud between them can continue until then, and they might even face each other before then, and we might get like a trilogy at WrestleMania. I don't know, but CM Punk and Seth Rollins, I believe, is the spicier story in there, and this saga between Drew and CM Punk will end with Drew McIntyre taking the win due to Seth Rollins' bias, if you will, because he doesn't like Drew because of the way Drew is and because Drew beat him, but he hates CM Punk. He's got like a real reason to hate him. He never wanted him in the company. And to me, that is the bias he's going to take in this match, leading to a Drew McIntyre W. Moving on to the Women's Championship match between Bayley and Nia Jax. I actually have Nia Jax winning this match. They haven't really given us a reason to care much about this feud and about this match. And I don't think that Bayley has really felt like a champion and Nia Jax has really felt like a queen, and that's a whole nother topic. But I do think Nia Jax should win this match. I do think Tiffany Stratton does get involved to a T, but I think Nia wins and her and Tiffany move on for the next couple of weeks, months, as this tandem, this very powerful tandem. With Tiffany Stratton in her back pocket, they're going to be moving through the roster, but Tiffany Stratton's always going to be sitting there waiting, speculating, calculating. And I think that's going to create a good amount of tension, a good amount of excitement over the next couple weeks, because the women's division needs some excitement, and I think keeping the briefcase alive will create that excitement week to week, because you never know when it's going to cash in, if it's going to be successful or not. And I think burning it, I don't like using the word burn, but using the briefcase this early on is going to hurt, because there's only so many women on that roster on SmackDown, and I think they need to keep it alive. Give me Nia Jax. Moving on to the United States Championship match with Logan Paul and LA Knight. So this was a one I'm just torn on because I don't really know how it's going to go. Reason being, I think Logan Paul is huge on SmackDown right now. They're really missing the star power with Roman gone, with The Rock not involved, and Randy Orton's hurt, and Kevin Owens is hurt. So who's going to carry SmackDown with all these guys MIA? And that's why I think if LA Knight wins, it's going to hurt SmackDown a little bit, because what's Logan Paul going to do? Is he going to just stick around and be a mid-carder per se and just not fight for a title? There's not really any high-profile guys for him to have feuds with on SmackDown. I mean, there is, but is there? Because he just fought Cody, and now he's fighting LA Knight. Those are the two top guys on SmackDown right now. Logan Paul versus Solo Sikoa, I don't think has any excitement. Logan Paul and Randy Orton, sure, but when is Randy Orton coming back? We don't know. Although I cannot stand seeing LA Knight losing another match. I have LA Knight winning this match, becoming a champion for the first time in the WWE, and having that huge pop in that hostile territory. It's hostile territory, but I don't even think Cleveland cheers for Logan Paul. So LA Knight's winning this match. Logan Paul, as much as this contradicts what I was saying earlier, I think he takes a step back and is gone from SmackDown for a little bit. Hate it or love it, he was United States champion for months, And while he only had like 2 defenses, he was still very, very exciting to watch, and he was awesome in all of his SmackDown segments. I just don't think there's any opportunities for him right now, so I think he takes a step away. LA Knight steps up, is the champion, and the WWE is going to gauge how much interest LA Knight can bring to that United States Championship. Do we get a rematch between them two? I could see that happening. I think that's the only logical rematch for Logan Paul in the near future, and I think Logan Paul maybe returns at some point later this year or early next year when SmackDown moves over to USA. I think that's early next year. So Logan Paul, I think, takes the L here. LA Knight with the dub. Yeah. My predictions for the Intercontinental Championship match between Sami Zayn and Bron Breakker. This is the easiest decision to me. Bron Breakker's going to win this match. I still think he should have won at Money in the Bank. I do not like how clean and simple he lost at Money in the Bank. I think he's ready to win this on the bigger stage. He pulls out the dub, and I don't think that's any kind of shade to Sami Zayn. I just think that his title reign is kind of over with. He's defended the title against so many other guys already, and I think it's time for Sami Zayn to move on. Now, whether Sami Zayn moves on to the Bloodline stuff, which is definitely possible as we're gearing towards Survivor Series in just a few months here, or Sami Zayn can enter the World Heavyweight title picture, because I think that's definitely possible at this point, and I think it makes a lot of sense. Either way, Sami's going to be okay. He's going to be over. He's going to have a good time. He's going to put on some great matches, and I do think Bron Breakker is just ready to have a title on his belt and to face a lot of the new people and create some new feuds, some new matches. Imagine Bron Breakker and Chad Gable. That would be awesome. Imagine Bron Breakker and Ilya Dragunov for the title. Maybe he feuds with Ludwig Kaiser. There's a lot of opportunities, new opportunities for Bron Breakker and new opportunities for that IC title that I think are necessary right now, because you got to kind of keep it fresh. I feel like a lot of the same guys have been battling a lot of the same guys, and that's just the nature of where we're at in this year, in this roster. So I think Bron Breakker would be nice and refreshing. I think Sami Zayn entered in the world title picture would make that scene a little bit more refreshing too, and that's what I got. Speaking of the world heavyweight title picture, let's talk Damian Priest versus Gunther for the world heavyweight championship. My gosh. I'm torn on this match because I think Damian Priest should and could win this match, but also Gunther is Gunther, bro. He is built as one of the biggest, best heels, best wrestlers in the game right now, and to see him lose, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna make a prediction here and follow up with another one, but give me Damian Priest winning this match honestly in a clean way. And that's crazy to say because Gunther losing clean to Sami and then to Damian could send him on a really, really crazier heel run, and he could be like this absolutely ruthless guy if he hasn't been already. And Damian Priest winning will just solidify him because he's had some huge wins, man. Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest can hoop. The guy can wrestle, and they believe in him, and gosh darn it, I believe in him. He's been doing amazing. So give me Damian in a clean win against Gunther. Now, prediction number 2. In the case that Gunther wins, it makes all the sense in the world. I'm also very okay with that. If Gunther wins, I do see Brock Lesnar returning. I think we are going to get a big return this SummerSlam, and I think Brock Lesnar is a very possible option. Brock Lesnar returning and scaring the hell out of Gunther, getting that face-to-face that we had, but we never really got that moment. I want that at this year's SummerSlam, and I think it's possible. I don't think that match has to happen anytime soon. It could happen at Bash in Berlin. I'm okay with that, but I think they could at least set that up. Maybe Brock Lesnar is officially back, and I think that would be absolutely epic, and I'm down. But we'll see. I don't really mind either of these guys winning. They're both amazing, but if I had to pick one, give me Damian Priest, although I think that really hurts Gunther. Give me Damian Priest. Here's my prediction for the Women's World Championship match between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. I'm torn. I have no idea. I want Rhea Ripley to win. She should win, but so should Liv, and that would continue the storyline because I do think we're going to get a Judgment Day split at some point here, and I think it's because of Liv. I think Liv and Finn have been working together this whole time. Let me say one thing. Dominic Mysterio will not betray Rhea Ripley during this match. I don't see it. I think those tears from Liv were real, although I don't think she really cares about Dom. I think that this was all kind of a setup, and Dom is going to be the one caught in the crossfire because it's really her and Finn that have been masterminding this whole thing, and it's going to create a split in the Judgment Day. And I don't want that because I love the Judgment Day, but if they want to spice it up, if they want to change it up, this is the way it's going to go. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Give me Liv Morgan taking the dub against Rhea Ripley. dude, Rhea Ripley should still be champion if she never got hurt, but this story makes so much sense. It's so good. I kind of don't want it to be over, and when you involve the rest of the Judgment Day, I think this story can be extended a good amount. Give me Liv Morgan with the dub here. I don't know how it happens. Again, no betrayal from Dominic in my eyes. Maybe a betrayal from Finn Balor of some sort. I don't know how to feel about this match, but Liv Morgan in my eyes just makes the most sense, and then they can maybe run it back. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley at Bad Blood in just a few weeks-ish here. I think that makes sense. Give me Liv Morgan. Oh, God, that hurts to say because Rhea Ripley should never lose in my opinion, but give me Liv. And finally, the undisputed WWE Championship match between Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa. I don't know what's going to happen, but I have a feeling that this is too tough for Cody Rhodes to overcome. He's got nobody. No Randy Orton, no Kevin Owens. Yeah, Jey Uso might pop up. He's not on the card, so it's possible. And that's his homeboy. That's his home slice. His dog, his Oos. But it's a 1v4. It is Cody Rhodes versus Solo and Jacob and Tonga and Tama. And I don't know. It's hard to see him winning this match. Is he really Super Cody? Can he really pull this off? That'd be a huge win for Cody. But I don't want to see him lose this early because of how crazy of a story he's had so far, but it might make sense. He can get the championship back at another point soon here, but Cody Rhodes losing kind of makes sense to the story for me. And this sounds dumb, and I almost feel like taking it back now that I say it out loud, but give me Solo Sikoa winning. Give me Solo Sikoa winning this match, becoming the new undisputed WWE champion. If you think about it, they haven't won anything. No tag titles as of the making of this video. No tag titles, no championships on the main roster, nothing at all. And if he really wants to be the tribal chief, you can't just say you're the tribal chief and not have any accomplishments or credibility. What does that even mean? Tribal chief of what? Tribal chief of the four guys that are there? Like, okay. He needs to be the tribal chief. He needs to be the champion. He needs to have some defenses in which he wins the way that Roman used to, where his guys would clean it up for him, and he would take the pin and win the match, and everyone's mad about it and pisses everybody off. That's what a tribal chief does, is win by any means necessary, whether you like it or not. And I think Solo Sikoa needs to have that run before we have this Solo and Roman rivalry. So in my opinion, ultimately, I don't think Roman Reigns appears at the SummerSlam. As much as I want that in my deepest heart, I don't think he returns. I think it's too predictable, and that bothers me. There's no way we all think he's going to return at SummerSlam. I don't want to be let down when he doesn't come out. So maybe this is the defense mechanism for me, but I don't think Roman Reigns returns. I think The Rock does. I think The Rock returns. I think Solo Sikoa and the gang beat down Cody in like a very dramatic fashion, and Cody gets like maybe stretchered out or something like that. I'm honestly just really predicting this on a crazy level. I could be absolutely wrong. I probably will be, but let me just have some fun here. I think Solo wins. They destroy Cody Rhodes, and Solo Sikoa gets the United States Championship, gets the Ulu Falu put on him by Jacob Fatu, and when we all think Roman Reigns is gonna return, if you smell, and then The Rock comes out, walks to the ring, hugs Solo Sikoa, and the closing shot of SummerSlam is The Rock with Solo Sikoa all with their ones up, leading to an eventual Roman Reigns return. But I think it's too soon. Now, when does he return? I'm not sure. What's a bigger stage than SummerSlam? Royal Rumble? Maybe. I don't know. Not Bash in Berlin. Maybe Bad Blood if they're really trying to make it a big pay-per-view like that. But if we do want the Civil War Games match at Survivor Series, I guess he does have to return sometime soon. I'm so torn. I have no idea. I'm going to take back my whole prediction. Dude, I don't know. Just let me just say this just so I can have an answer. Solo Sikoa wins. Cody Rhodes is going to be on this comeback tour, revenge tour, whatever. But The Rock is back on SmackDown every so often to fill that void, because we all know how boring SmackDown can get, how predictable SmackDown has been these last couple of weeks. And I think they need a change up. And I think that change up is The Rock, because we can get some Rock Cody segments. We can potentially get some returns. I'm going to go with Solo Sikoa winning. I don't love it. I don't feel good about it, but I really don't have another answer. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Again, this is the most unpredictable card in the world, in my opinion. I think every single one of these matches can go either way. Let me know if you guys think I'm tweaking or not. Am I tripping, or do I got it in the bag? We'll see. We'll come back to this video in about a week or so and see if I'm right. SummerSlam is going to be amazing. Make sure you guys guys tune into the stream, twitch.tv/JTGilly, and make sure you guys are following on TikTok at GillyMania to see all the action firsthand live when it goes down.